Psycho killer. Run, run, run away. Alright, so for working, I am eating my breakfast because I woke up late. My breakfast right now, Hershey Kisses. Because that's the kind of responsible adult I am. Hershey Kisses time. Alright, I'm not on an angry green screen. We are good. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Oh, man. There we go. Alright. Cool beans. We are good to rock. I wanted to play Star Wars Legion today. I got up too late to set it up. So instead, we're going to try to tidy up my desk a little bit. Because I have so many fucking projects started right now. The irony is I just finished spraying or top coating all of my orcs. Except for that big Mama Jama right there. So he is my last orc that I have to paint before Christmas. And he is fully painted and just not based. Yes, he doesn't have to have a base, or he isn't supposed to have a base legally in Warhammer rule land. But I fucking hate models that don't have bases. I think it's stupid. I base all of my models. Hello! Including my tanks and giant robots. So we're going to base him today. Get him on the base, get some paint on there, get some paint on his feet, stuff like that. And then he's going to get sprayed. And then I'll finish the base up after he's sprayed. And then we'll probably work on some more of the Necromunda terrain. And get that all done and finished up and off my desk. So there's not like lots of nice space. I wanted to paint this guy today. If I wasn't going to play Star Wars, but I didn't get to spraying him because this thing took me like 3 hours to build. This is one of the new Star Wars models that I unboxed on Friday. This thing is extremely accurate to the movies, which is super cool. But it is also extremely fucking detailed. It is like perfect grade Gundam level details on this fucking thing. It took me 3 hours to build it because you can't even see it all. But see the little bits of the gears in there? Yeah, that runs all the way through. All of these little gears, it looks like they should just be like a detail built into the body. They're not. They're independent gear pieces you have to put together, and then they all click together to make like a working gear system that you're never going to see again. See? Like these, see? Every one of those, you think it would just be part of like the tread, right? And the tread would just be two pieces and it would go plop. Job done. No. Every fucking gear is two pieces that go together, and then all the tread goes onto that, and then all the armor goes onto that. It's insane. It was fun to do, don't get me wrong, but Jesus Christ, you can't see any of it, and this thing, like, you could fucking kill somebody with it of how fucking heavy it is now. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nutter. To be honest, I would have preferred them scroll that back and maybe given me like 2 more battle droids. Because these battle droids, I thought they were just the battle droids from the original box. They're not. They're actually custom poses. So I would have loved to have had like 2 more battle droids and then just scale the detail on the inside of this thing back a little bit. But yeah, this took me 3 fucking hours to build. Over like 2 days. So yeah, so there she is, my big old delivery tank. I got all of the Star Wars stuff built. I don't know why. I was just Star Wars sounds like a lot of fun right now. So there's the Dwarf Spider Droid. I put him in a cool little click-clackety clanking pose where his head's like up. I thought it was kind of cool. So he'll be all painted up too. And then let me grab him. Oh, then the Magna Guard. So the Magna Guard, you get 6 models in the box, and you can either build that as one unit and all the options for that unit, or 2 minimum sized units. So you have like 2 units of 3 Magna Guard, and that's what I chose to do. Because I thought it, I've never seen them use the other weapons in the series, right? Like there's an electro whip and a rocket launcher. I've never seen them use those. So I wanted like, I don't know, a big detachment. That's the word. I wanted a big detachment of Magna Guard. So yeah, they look pretty darn cool. And they can guard General Grievous now, which is really cool. So I got all those built. They're really fun. So they're probably gonna be my main goal, and then I'm gonna start hitting the vampires really hard. I have not started hitting the vampires really hard yet because this happened to my poor vampires. They I had them kind of precariously perched, in retrospect, in my closet, and they took a really nasty, I had them in several boxes. They took a really nasty spill out of my closet, and I just have to go through them now. I know some stuff broke. I know some stuff didn't. So I just have to go through them. We'll actually probably do that today. That way I can sort of get sorted on them again. I can get started on painting them. So, yeah. And once I see if this works, I can start building the rest of my Malifaux stuff. I think it's going to work perfectly fine. I just really want to make sure. I think it's really cool, and then all the Malifaux stuff will have similar basing. And I think that'll be pretty sweet. Alright, what else? Oh. Finished Necromunda Train. Hello! So, I got one of the shop stalls finished. Hobby hazard for bouncing models. Yeah, we'll go through them today and see what happened to them. Because it was my Cursed City box fell into my Stormcast Eternals box. They're all fine. Which fell into the Vampire box and then hit the floor. So we'll go through them today and see what happens. And see what happened to them. But Necromunda Terrain. This terrain is phenomenal, and I love it. It's just the bestest. Really cool, nice thematic pieces. So they're all done. They're ready to go in the terrain box. And then this one, which is like the parts dealer. This darkened down a lot more than I thought it would. I thought the parts would stand out a little bit more. But I still think it's pretty cool. Still think it's pretty cool. Yeah, the text on the yeah, I am not good at freehanding at all, but I'm pretty happy with it. And then we've got this box here of junk and bits as well. So we'll probably paint some of those too, because I've got a couple more to paint, and some of them got some wacky colors. This one's a lot more normal colors. And like I got this one. So they're all pretty close. They all just need a little bit of love and tidying up, and then yeah, the AOS Domino Train. That's literally what happened. So like they were all perched on this Cursed City box that's been in my closet for like a year and hasn't moved. And for whatever reason, it decided that it was going to give out and take everything with it. So they all went on a fall down my whole closet. So, yeah, my vampires have been put on the back burner until I sort through them. Alright. So, let's base the Stompa first, because it's random hobby time today. And then we'll look through the vampires, and then we will do our Necromunda terrain. Maybe we'll paint some Battletech. I don't know. That one's empty. That one's more full. Alright. Alright. Let's pull him over. Oh, we're going to leave the arm off him because it'll make it easier. We're actually going to take the front skirt off him too, because it'll also make it easier. There we go. There we go. We can see his guts all ready for LEDs. So, the real pisser is that these legs, the legs are a little screwed up. Yeah, I like the darker color on the grading compared to the fence in the second terrain you showed. Dirt piled up on it from the wind and whatnot. Yeah, the second one doesn't have any like weathering on it yet, so when it does, it'll be a little darker too. So yeah, so his feet are a little weird. He's got one really big nice foot, and then the other one is a little kind of off. But it's connected correctly, so I don't know why. Even though I can remove them, because they're held in with these bolts and magnets. Originally they were held in with just magnets, and then I put the bolts in. I put the bolts in so that if I was doing because originally I tried to have this guy on big stilts, so he's really tall. So they come out like that. So originally what am I even saying? So the feet come out like that. Oh shit, that's a problem. Bolt pushed in. I didn't think that was supposed to happen. This could be bad. Alright, so actually let's... I want to test something. If I push the bolt in, does that connect enough for him to sit? He could be a little wobbly if I push the bolt in. Alright, we'll keep the bolt out. But yeah, originally he was supposed to have these big stilts, but they didn't work out. They were just way too wobbly, especially considering I'm going to put LEDs on the inside of them. Oh, they were a combination of plastic card and runner. I actually just threw them away, like literally, like they were not finished, but they were a combination of plastic card and runner, and then they were going to get a layer of like metal wire that ran around them like big springs, so it looked like he had big spring legs, which I thought would have been really funny. Sort of like the head, you know how the head is like that. That's sort of what I was going to do for the legs, but it didn't work out. He was the positioning of the legs is too weird, so this one's was like way too long, and he just sort of always felt like he wanted to tip back like that. So like that, he wanted to go in that direction every time. It was just really strange. Alright, so let's get our buddy glued down onto his base here. So, he's going to go on the base, I think, pretty much just like that. Like, pretty much right toe to the line there. And that's pretty much going to be him on the base, I think. Move him over a little bit. Yeah, like that. Alright. Let's see. So, just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm putting glue on the bottom of the foot. Yeah, my glue is not garbage. So this base since this guy's not actually supposed to have a base, this base is a cake plate. It is the same height as a Warhammer base, which I care about because the reason I like to base my guys is so the vehicles aren't like shorties. That drives me bonkers when the vehicles are like shorter than they're supposed to be because I don't have bases. It should be a lot easier if my glue wasn't being stupid. But yeah, it's the same height as a Warhammer base, and it's just as wide as he is, pretty much. Alright, we're going to put that down. Right about there. Alright, we're going to push him down. We're going to hold him for a couple of seconds, and we're going to see if that held. And if it did, cool. If it didn't, we'll put some more glue on. Because my glue is being really dumb. I don't know why. There's a lot in there. Maybe we'll swap to the other tube. So yeah, I want all my Warhammer stuff to have bases. It drives me bonkers when it doesn't. Alright, let's see. Okay. And that's one foot down. This other foot here we're gonna have to also glue down because it doesn't have any glue on it. So I apologize if you can't see this on the camera. What I'm doing is I push the foot up a little bit, just putting a little bit of glue down under it. So I can press it down and give it a nice hold. Right. There we go. Press that down. There we go. I apologize. You guys probably can't see any of this. That's what I'm doing. Right there. Alright. Now we're going to hold that down. This might be me needing to go get more glue because my glue's being really dumb. Yeah. He's an awesome model. I love him. But man, the base does make it harder. I really just wish GW issued bases with all their fucking models. This one's about the same profile as he is. It's slightly ever. How's my husband doing? He's doing good. He's downstairs playing Guild Wars right now. We were playing... Oh shit, the first foot now popped up. Motherfucker. We were playing Guild Wars together yesterday. There's a big... There's like a... Go back and do all of the... Go back and do all the old content event thing going on. So me and him have been working through that. It's been really fun. Yeah, we've actually been super enjoying it, both of us. Got some more Star Wars stuff, hoping he would play with me. I try to convince him all the time. Like, come play. Come on, you'll enjoy it. It'll be fun. There's actually a there's like a monthly subscription box for Star Wars Legion that's like a campaign story thing where they send you like story elements and models, and I've been trying really hard to convince him to play it with me because I would love to get it. I would love to get it played. And like play it on the channel, so like once a month we would play whatever the new campaign mission is. I would love to do that, like super love to do that. I've been trying really hard to convince him to do it. I don't think he's going to, but I've been trying super, super hard because I would love to do it on the channel. Like every month we would play through whatever the new story is, and I would build up all the models and stuff on the channel and all, which is pretty cool. Speaking of subscription boxes, though, I did pick up Star Wars. I did pick up Warhammer Imperium. So every month I'll be going through what you get in the 4 Imperium magazines. Or is that next week? Yep, that's today. Yeah, it's Star Wars Legion and Battletech, which is awesome. It's really, really cool. It's super cool. I might try to stop by. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. Tried watching y'all play one time. Oh yeah, on stream. Yeah, I got him to play with me a couple times on stream, but it was not like a normal occurrence. All right. It's nice to have a hobby that's away from the computer, so. Okay. Just doing more gluing on the foot. This, in retrospect, was not a very good thing to stream, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll do some real stream stuff in a minute. Oh. It does not help that my glue is being a real pain in the fucking ass. I'll tell you what. Just trying to do the outside lip here. Alright, I might need to... This glue is just garbage. Let's try the other glue. But yeah, the Star Wars campaign subscription thing, it's really cool. Like they do like multimedia things, and they've got custom model, all kinds of shit. It's really, really, really cool. So every month they send you a box with like some new story to play, and some like new cards to use and new models to use. Yeah, it's pretty rad. It's a really cool thing. I would love to see other games do that, to be honest. I would love to see something similar for like Battletech. Because if you did it for Warhammer, they'd fucking shit down your throat, so. We're going to set him off to dry. Let's put his front back on. He's on a base. I can set him down now. There we go. Let's get his other arm. There he goes. So I'll have to paint the base a little bit. I should just set it down. This stuff. Go away, Battletech. Yeah. So there he is. On his base. I'll have to paint the base still, but it's got to dry. I don't want to get the glue on my brushes right now. Yeah, there he is. This little guy that spins. All those details and stuff. And the arm. The arm moves all over the place, so it can get in different poses and stuff. depending on however he's feeling at the moment. But yeah, here he goes. Alright, so we're going to get him out of the way, and we'll do something that works better on the actual stream. I thought that would be a lot easier to stream than it actually was, so I apologize for that. Alright. Okay. Okay. Actually streamable content. Here we go. Do we want to go through the vampires, or do we want to paint terrain? Let's go through the vampires and see how they're doing. That way I can also keep track of what I actually have for them, which will be pretty good. Alright, so over here, you can't see it. I'm going to pull it onto the channel. I've got the bats from Cursed City, right? So all 6 of those. These are the bat swarms from Cursed City. I rebased them all to be on 40 mil bases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this unit of big bats from Cursed City, and then give each one of these 2 guys. And then that's going to become 3 units of bats. So I took the Cursed City bats, and I'm going to take the 1 unit of bats you get in the way too fucking expensive bat box, and I'm going to turn that into 3 units of bats. Which is pretty sweet. So I'll have 3 units of bats there. I also have the Bloodborne or something, the like wolf vampires. I've got all 3 of those from Cursed City. So let's go to the other camera so you can see it better. So we've got all 3 of the like wolf vampires from Cursed City. So I've got all 3 of those. So they're going to get painted up too. I'm trying to figure out how to sculpt dongs on them. I'm not going to lie. And then I've got a unit of Blade Guard who don't have arms or heads yet. And then I have another 10 of these in a box next to me. I've got the Vargskier, who also needs a dong because he is sadly dongless. And then I've got a unit of 10 wolves who are also dongless, so they need dongs. So you can tell this pile that I'm grabbing, like from my left, that's the dong pile. I need to sculpt dongs for those. And then also in that pile is the Mother of Nightmares, who, let's be honest, she's probably also going to get a dong. So there we go. Alright, so they're all off to the side. They're not primed or anything like that. Because they were in this pile, they didn't eat the floor like the rest of my vampires did. So they're all good in their spots over here. I was debating doing dongs on the bats, but I think I'll hold off on that. I think I'll not do dongs on the bats. But we'll see. Alright, so that's everything that didn't eat the floor. So what did eat the floor was all the stuff in this box. So let's go through it and assess what's made it through the fall and what didn't. I think majority of it did. I think only a couple things broke. So we'll figure those out as we go. Alright, so alright. So horse guy. We've got a horse guy. We have a Kasagi Nightborn or Night Guard or whatever. One of the big undead ogres. We have, I think his name is like Cornelius or something. This is the animal guy from Cursed City. We got the animal guy from Cursed City. He's fine. We've got The big fancy knight horse lord, he's fine. We've got the tomb keeper, grave keeper guy from Curse City. He's also fine. I apparently started to paint him and then stopped. I'm trying to get the big stuff out. We've got another horse guy. He's also fine. Let's see. And then Flamehead there. Just make it really bushy down there. They have covered parts. Yeah, I kind of hate when they do that though. Like just give them a dong, man. You know? Alright, this is not... That's from Curse City. And go on the side. Okay. I've got this guy. He's all painted up. He's going to need to be repainted. But he made it through the fall, which is good. Happy to see that all the characters made it through the fall. Yeah, here's Radikar the Beast. He's fine. Okay, cool. Cool. It's good to know. Alright, they all made it through the fall. So we're good there. Alright, so we've got Rat Swarm. Those aren't really a vampire thing, so we'll put those off to the side. We've got the Skelebones, who's also not a vampire thing, so we'll put that off to the side. Another Rat Swarm. Another Rat Swarm. I'll put that off to the side. Okay. Now I need to get into the meat and potatoes of this. Alright. Zombie. 3 zombies. Not Blade Guard Skeleton. Zombie. Alright, that's 5-man unit of zombies. We'll get those off the plate. They are good. We've got not Blade Guard Skeleton. Not Blade Guard Skeleton. Fair tons of Slanesh models and the nipples sculpted on them. So GW, like halfway there. Yeah, I just... Being me, I'm always a fan of more nudity than less. So. Alright, we got... Yeah, his sword is supposed to be broken, so he's good. We've got another one of these guys. And we've got another one of those. We've got another one of those. We've got some more of those. Alright, so how many is that? That's 9. I need one more of those to... I'm going to move them out of the way. There we go. Alright, so that's a 10-man squad right there. They're good. 10-man squad of zombie skeletons that are not Blade Guard. Alright. Zombo. Another Zombo. Broken skeleton. Alright. We've got another broken skeleton. We've got a non-broken Blade Guard. That's a zombie cat. And that's more Curse City stuff. Another zombie. Another zombie. Another zombie. Non-Blade Guard skeleton. Non-Blade Guard skeleton. Non-broken Blade Guard. Nope, he's actually broken. His hat's broken. Thankfully, the only thing we found broken so far is the Blade Guard. Alright, more zombies. So let's see, that's 7 zombies. Another Rat Swarm. Another Rat Swarm. There's another non-broken zombie. Here's a cat. And a non-broken Blade Guard. So far, 2 of 3 of the Blade Guard have not made it out. Thankfully all the horses made it out. They're good. So Alright. There's my fancy, sexy vampire lady with her little baby dragon. She's so cool. I love her. She's like the best. I feel like if you took this model and this model and this model and combined them into one, you'd have me. I think that's pretty fair. Just saying. Alright, now Broken Blade Guard. Zombie. That's a pair of feet. We'll figure out who those go to. Another zombie. Alright. Let's see. Zombie. Another skeleton. Broken Blade Guard. Another skeleton. That's just a tombstone. Put that off to the side. Other skeleton. Alright, let's move the other skeletons out of the way. Alright, let's move these zombies out of the way. We know they're good. This is going to be the zombie pile. Just off the screen here. We're just going to put them. They're going to be the zombie pile. Alright, so all the HQs that I have made it without any trouble, which is good. Blade Guard. Non-Blade Guard skeleton. Non-Blade Guard skeleton. Zombie. Alright, let's pick up the pace. Let's see. Zombie, Blade Guard skeleton. Is she supposed to have a broken arm? Yes, she's holding it in her hand. Alright. Okay. And then here's the girl who looks like the Ring, which is awesome. Come on. There we go. Alright. Non-Blade Guard skeleton. Farmer Joe, the zombie. Another zombie. Yeah, he's good. Not Curse. He's Curse City. Okay. Blade Guard skeleton. Non-Blade Guard skeleton. Alright. Put those in the non-Blade Guard skeleton pile. I have a lot of the non-Blade Guard skeletons. It's another non-Blade Guard skeleton. It's another zombie. It's another zombie. Man, thankfully very little broke. It looks like. Yeah, it's another zombie. Blade Guard skeleton, Blade Guard skeleton. Blade. Whoa, I just put that in. No, that's the right pile. Yeah, his hat's broken. There's the other Kasagi Night Guard. They're cool models. Then find another pair of feet and glue them together vertically so the upper torso to just upside down feet. Yes, just have a runner of feet. Let's see. Non-Blade Guard skeleton, non-Blade Guard skeleton, non-Blade Guard skeleton. Okay. So, what broke? The Blade Guard took a hit. They took a pretty bad hit. So I have 6 broken Blade Guard. His hat's broken. Okay, 7 broken Blade Guard. I'm just making piles of zombies. I've got 7. His hat broke too. 8 broken Blade Guard. Are you sure you didn't break 2? Okay, so 2 Blade Guards survived the fall. Everyone else broke in some little way and needs some repair. I do have the banner for the banner guy, so I can rebuild the banner guy. I think it's like this guy here. I think he's the banner guy, so I can rebuild him. And then I have this guy and his pair of feet. So 1 zombie broke. And then basically all of the Blade Guard broke. But everything else is fine, which is good. So I'm going to have to repair those Blade Guard with the leftover bits when I build the other Blade Guard box. So So I can load some of this back up in here. A little bit neater than it was, at least, and now I know what I have. And I will leave the broken stuff on my desk so I know that that's there. Not gonna need to be resprayed. So I'll leave this all on my desk so I know it's here. Alright, and then we have a pile of skelebones here. Alright, so it's the skelebone pile, and then we've got a pile of zombies. Alright, so at least now I know what I have in my boxes. So thank you for tolerating all of this stuff that probably doesn't make particularly good streaming content, but that I need to get done. So thank you. Alright, so that's what survived from the giant tumble out of my closet. Pretty much everything survived. Pretty much everything. The only stuff that actually broke, really, was the blade guard from Cursed City. Ironically, they were the only thing I had painted. But they were going to get repainted anyway. I think it's kind of funny that they're, like, the only thing that broke. And one zombie. Alright, then we have a bunch of stuff from that goes to Cursed City that I'll go put in the Cursed City box real quick so we can get it out of the way. So give me like 10 seconds and I'll be right back. I'm going to go toss this stuff in the Cursed City box. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, now I'm back. Alright. There we go. Okay, maybe now we can move on to something that actually is better streaming content. And thank you all for tolerating me in my bits of hobby that I just need to get done. Alright. Let's do some fucking terrain. Okay. So, bing bang boom. Alright, we've got this. This pretty much just needs the washes, and that's good to go. Same thing with this guy. So, let's slather some washes on, and then we'll let these guys sit, and then we'll check them at the end of the stream. Alright, so Agrax Earthshade, my old friend, I call upon you again. Yep. It's a nice big brush. We'll use that one. You again. So I'm just going to slather this on this. It should give it a nice dirty look in the end. And then we can do other weathering if we want to. One of the tricks to like terrain, in my opinion, is making sure the terrain doesn't look better than the models. So like, you want there to be details on the terrain so that it's interesting to look at, right? But you don't want it to be more detailed than the models are. So like, I always try to pick a couple of details, and they're going to be like the main details I pick out. And then I try to like leave the rest. Like, you see this box here, right? Like, it's got all these bits that come down and are like holding it shut and stuff. I'm purposely choosing not to paint those here, because I don't want it to be like too busy, right? Same thing with this, right? Like, I picked out a couple pieces in each one of the guns, right? Like, there's this gun filigree, and then there's some blue pieces. It's a little bit of like copper and stuff, and then I called it done. If this stuff was actually like on a model, I would probably pick out like 2 or 3 more details on each one of these guns, especially the handgun at the bottom. That one doesn't have a lot painted on it. You know, but I would pick out a couple more details on these for sure, just to just so they you know, the details are there, just to get them to pop a little bit better. So we're just gonna slather this motherfucker. It should end up looking kind of dirty. Now, when I did all my other Necromunda terrain, I did a initial like pretty heavy brown dry brush over everything to make everything kind of dirty. I didn't do it with this stuff because I wanted this stuff to be a little bit cleaner. There we go. There we go. Then we'll let her dry. A little bit too much wash there. Make sure there's enough wash on this rifle. Alright. It'll blend everything together a little. It should be okay. We'll see how it looks. Alright. We'll go ahead and we'll put those both off. We'll just put those slightly off the camera. And we'll let them dry. Oh, let me actually move them. You guys don't want to watch them dry. Jesus. I'm all over the place. It's fucking Christmas next week. How the fuck did that happen? How the fuck is it 2021? Motherfucker. Like, for real. Like, when the fuck did it become 2021? It's already fucking over. We've got like a week of it left. Ugh. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to pick out some of the silver details that I covered up when I was putting some of the heavier colors on, like the like these little bolts and stuff. So I'm going to pick those out because I want that detail back. Right? I want to make sure all this stuff here's hit, clean. Then we're going to make sure those details are back. You know, these like, we might hit some of the blue. If we do, it's okay. We'll hit it again. But I don't want to lose these little rivets. I think they're cool details. I think they add to the thing. Yeah, see, like we hit it there. It's fine. We have to do another layer of blue anyway, so we can clean it up then. But we're going to try to be as neat as possible with this, because we are at the stage of reducing work now. So every time we don't mess up, some time and we save ourselves some work. Alright, and down here, same thing, right? Even though it's black, same deal. I want to make sure I pull out those like metal clips that are holding it, because they're neat details. And we want to get this as well. Oh man, my beard was just the entire camera there. Jesus. God. Alright, hold on. Let's try something. Let's try that. Is that better? Is there less beard cam now? Yes, we're less beard cam. We're good. Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, yeah. Gotta like, I'm gonna have to like kit bash some shopkeeps and stuff for these. Be pretty sweet. I really want to, I don't know, I really want to get back to playing games on the channel. I really enjoyed that, and then I've been so hammered with stuff on my desk that like I just haven't been able to. For a while I had it really nice where like I just had everything in like one box and I could just move it to the table behind me and it was really easy. But yeah, I really want to get back into playing, so maybe we'll play more Necromunda. I don't know. So, streaming schedule for coming up. Saturday, Christmas, is going to be a stream. I will probably stream unboxing everything that I got on Friday. Depending on when my parents open presents. That might also be Friday night. So, when my parents open presents is going to determine when I stream. So either be Saturday then or Friday night. And it's just going to be like a Christmas haul stream of everything I got, which will be pretty sweet. Christmas haul streams are a lot of fun. That'll just be like, let's open everything up, check out all the runners. We will get to check out stuff from a company I've never checked out before. I know. My husband ordered me something I know about from a company I've never done anything with before, which is very cool. For the life of me, I cannot fucking remember the name of them. They make dragon miniatures. Curioth TV did a video. Excuse me. Curioth TV did a video about them as like alternate dragon models, because I really want a dragon for my vampires, but I was like, I really don't want to buy a second fucking like $150 fucking dragon to convert into a zombie dragon. So I went and I looked, and they had a really, really fucking cool zombie dragon in plastic for like $30. And I'm like, are you really? Like, holy shit. So my husband picked it up for Christmas for me. So I'll get to check that out. I'm really excited. I also, speaking of other stuff, I have some bits coming from, what's the name of the company? Let's go check. Got bits coming from oh, it closed the fucking thing. God damn it. Third-party bit company in Europe. They make animal pieces, so you can convert like guardsmen into animals and stuff. So I have bits coming for my Tau to turn them into otters. So I'm going to have a whole army of space otters. By whole army, I mean like 750 points. But I've got bits coming for space otters, so I think it's heads and tails. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the tails, but I'll definitely be able to use the heads. So I've got those coming as well. Alright. Now we got to pick up the bits in the middle there. Yeah, so I got those coming from another weird company too. I've got a couple bits coming from Puppets War. They made these like face plates for their motorcycles. Because Puppets War apparently has... Okay, so Puppets War is a custom bits maker for primarily 40k. I use a bunch of their heads for my Space Marines because they have like cool animal helmets. So they apparently made a set of bikes. I don't care about the bikes. But they sell the pieces for the bikes independently. And each one of the bikes has this big like motif on the front. And I think it's going to make an awesome head for a knight. So I have one coming just to see if I'm right. So hopefully I'll get to use those maybe on Adeptus Titanicus stuff. That would be pretty sweet. So there we go. I don't care about doing the clips on the inside, to be honest. That's a detail you will literally never see. Excuse me. Jesus. That was terrible. There we go. There we go. Alright. We'll have to clean all those up with the other brush. So this is that hot orange color. It's a really cool color. It's still a little tacky though because it's been so damp here in Hawaii. So I was painting it super late last night. But it's that hot orange color that I was using one day while I was trying to decide what color to paint my vampires. Really cool color. It's got a lot of personality to it that I like. It's just like, I don't know, it really pops. I think it's cool. It needs another coat though. It did not cover the gunmetal very well. So if you're going to use Hot Orange by Malifaux, put it over white and it covers way, way, way better. Alright. So I'm just going to pick out all the silver details for now. Well, I got the silver. There we go. There we go. All right. Tell you what, I have a lot of the silver left. We might hit some Battletech stuff with it. There we go. That's good. Ooh, neon-esque orange you got there. Yeah, that's Hot Orange by Malifaux. It is a really cool color. It does not cover very well over gunmetal, though. I will tell you that. So, if you're going to use it, I would highly recommend you put it over white, because it covers extremely well over white. Not extremely well, but it covers way better over white than it does gunmetal. Like, some colors, you can just put them over gunmetal, and it's like YOLO, whatever. But that's one of the ones that does not cover very well. Swap into painting a little bit of Battletech, because I have leftover gunmetal, so I apologize for being all over the place today. That's why I named this stream like Random Hobby Shit Time. Yeah, because I knew I would kind of be all over the place. My desk is just a total fucking mess right now. So, but, you know, last year I did this hobby debt thing. You know, that's really ostensibly what I'm doing again this year. I'm just not calling it the same thing, you know. Just trying to get, because when you hobby, like, you get little bits and bobs that just build up, right? Like, oh, I need to paint this one Space Marine that I've never fucking painted, right? Or it's like, oh, I need to paint the, you know, this one Battletech mini or this one piece of terrain. I've just never done it, you know? Setting yourself a nice goal actually helps you get it done, to be like, okay, I need to work on this before I start anything else. Because, like, I really want to paint my vampires, because they're going to be my Path to Glory army in 2021, so, or whatever the fuck the upcoming year is, 2022, I guess. They're going to be my Path to Glory army, because I'm going to host a Path to Glory event. The website for which will be up shortly. It will probably be up next weekend. There's going to be a Willow Bob Creates Path to Glory event in Hawaii. I'm going to do prizes for anyone that enters. So if you come and enter, you get a prize. And I'm also going to do a party at the end. So there's going to be like a pizza party at the end for my Path to Glory campaign. So it's going to be 3 weeks. Every week you're encouraged. I'm not doing pairings because pairings cause stress. This is a 0 stress campaign. So every 3 weeks there's going to be a new mission that goes up. 2 new missions actually that you can go and play, and the goal is to make stories of glory. It's not to win or lose. So there's going to be no this person has the most points or whatever. Not doing that. But what I will do is do a pizza party at the end where everyone can come and talk about their games and stuff. And we're going to have a Discord where people can go and post photos and stuff, because that's going to be encouraged for every game that people play. It'll be 3-week rounds. It'll be 3 of those. And then we'll have our party. And I'm going to give everybody a little token for joining if they come to the party and share their tales of glory. Here we go. Alright, used up all that silver on this battle mech. Event going to run for. I have 0 AOS models, but I would love to try it. So it's going to start at the beginning of February. And it's going to run for 9 weeks. On our Discord, so Iris and Iris can see too. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I will probably post the link up on Kyle's Discord next weekend, because it's got a website and a Discord that goes along with it. And it's starting at 750 points, and we're going up to 1500. It's never reaching 2K because the point of it is to be a narrative event. It's not to be a competitive event. So 500 or 750 points with an option to go to 1500. But if all you want to play is 750 point games, go for it. That's what it's about. But yeah, feel free. Shoot it around. Next weekend I'll have the link for it. So it'll be a link to a website and a matching Discord next weekend. So I'll post it up. I wanted to post it up after Christmas. I didn't want to post it before. So. Okay, we should be back now. Alright, are we working again? Hold on. Let's see. Alright, that one's working. Okay. Alright, my Stream Deck just died. That's cool. Come on, Stream Deck. Alright, so we are... Since for whatever reason my Stream Deck is not turning back on, well, it's slightly unplugged. Hold on. Let's see. I have a new wire set up, and I just kicked it by accident, because I'm dumb. All right, we're back. We're fully back. Sweet. Get in the hang of the new wire setup. But yeah, it should be fun. If you want stuff just to play, dude, I can loan you stuff if you want. Too as well. So. Wait, why the fuck did I pull this out? It's the wrong color. Hey. Alright. So let's finish up this blue tent. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time, and then I'll do a party at the end where I get everybody food. But starting in February, because I want to give everybody lots of time to paint models if they get them for Christmas. And the link will go up next weekend after Christmas, so I don't want to like take away the Christmas flair, you know. So after Christmas is up, I will be posting my event, and anyone can join. And like all the details will be up on the website. There we go. All right. Now I just need to paint the sign there. So, I need to paint that. But since we got the blue out, we'll do the smart thing, get all the blue painted at once. So yeah, just tighten up around the staples to make sure they are good. But yeah, so for Christmas, I know I'm getting 2 dragons, which is very exciting. One for my Stormcast and one for my vampires. I tell you though, that new fucking the new rulebook for the Mad King and Nurgle. Oh my god, dude. The rules in that thing are amazing. It's so cool. Like I don't think they're super competitive, but like just the like the thematicness of it's really cool. So I was gonna do Arnjals after I finished with my vampires. I might be doing Magna Guard and Earl now. So I already have some Magna Guard and Earl stuff, so wouldn't take a lot to expand it out. Alright, sweet. So there's the blue all painted up. Alright. Let's see. All right. Yeah. The rules for Orange Arts are also really cool. They've done a really good job with all the AOS battle tomes, especially compared to the 40k codexes. The Orc Codex is okay. It's not as much fun as the last codex, but there's still some fun in there. Because like the Daka rolls, they now encourage you to play like an actual orc, which I like. Although there's less like crazy shit that can happen with them now, which is not as much fun. It's more fun when crazy shit happens. But yeah, every 40k codex I picked up in 9th edition, because I was so fucking hyped for 9th edition, man. And the games I played before 9th edition actually came out were some of my favorite 40k games I've ever played. Because it was like 8th edition on steroids, and it was just fucking baller. I played a ton of games like the month leading up to 9th edition launch, and it was so much fun. But like after the codexes started to come out, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of blah. Codexes are not very fun. I'm switching over to Khorne after going my anti-demon binge. New Battletech is pretty good. Yeah, it has a lot of personality. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, corn demons are awesome. They're really fun models. They're weirdly expensive though. Like if you want dogs and stuff, I don't know. I think they're oddly expensive, and there's not really like a good like box for them. If you were gonna start them, I would probably like, I don't know. I would save up money for when their battle force comes out. Or try to find the Mortals box. The Mortals box is pretty good for corn. I don't know, like competition wise, but like monetary wise, what you get in there is pretty great. I don't know competitive wise. So it's not something I know. But like you get a Korgorath, you get a lot of like blood troops, you get like 3 different HQs. It's pretty cool. It's a good box. There we go. It's actually very, very good for a Warcry. Alright. But yeah, the new Magna Guard stuff, it's super good. I wish they would have given them some new models. Because like if I was to do Maggot Kin, what I would probably do, I would probably pick up the new Start Collecting box, which isn't a Start Collecting box. It's a Battle Tome or whatever the fuck they're calling it. A Vanguard box, that's what they're calling it. I would probably pick that up. And then I would probably pick up the either Slave to Darkness Start Collecting box or some Beast of Chaos units, because I really like thematically I like the idea that you can mix all those together. Like you don't have to have a pure corn or a pure Magna Guard of Nurgle army. You can mix in Chaos Warriors, and you can mix in Beast of Chaos and stuff. And I just like thematically, I think that's really cool. And it'd be really neat to like kit bash a bunch of Pestigors. That would be really cool. In my opinion, that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, and then like I can mix it with my Skaven even and have like this just like crazy number of options for it. It'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's see. What do we want to paint these? My brain is telling me to paint them red because that's red. I think that's probably the right call. Probably the right call. The issue I have with corn is that I also want to start a Chaos Space Marine army, and I need to find a way to either maintain the US 40K weapon makers, find the 40K stuff and the US stuff. Be excellent conversions for best scores. Yeah, you could. I mean, with the new Nurgle the new Nurgle Maggot Kin of Nurgle Battle Tome, you can just take Beasts of Chaos. So you could buy like a unit of Gores and just essentially like paint them like sickly green, and it'd be pretty sweet. Had an insect crab arm. Some wings and green stuff. Plus sex. Yeah, that's... plus, if you pick up a unit of the Blight Bringers, whatever the fuck they're called, the Blight Kings. If you pick up a unit of Blight Kings, you get a ton of bits in that. Like, that is an amazing, amazing kit for bits. So you could really customize, like, if you wanted, like, if you wanted Pestigores, you'd have a lot of, like, Nurgle bits to do it. Alright, so what are we doing next? Let's touch up red next. Because we are closing in on all these suckers being done. I do want to do some red stripes on this roof. This roof's going to get some red stripes. Red stripe! It's beer! God, that nobody probably knows what red stripe is anymore. I don't even know if they sell it out here in Hawaii, to be honest. Red stripe was really, really pungent fucking beer. It was not good. Like, if you liked beer that tasted like beer, Red Stripe was like beer that tasted like 5,000 times beer. It was not good in any way, shape, or form. Not a fan of Red Stripe. Oh, fuck, I forgot I missed those. Alright. We'll have to hit those next. There's some metal clips in there. Yeah, you'll see them from the front, so I should hit them. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with the new Nurgle Battle Tome. Lots and lots of cool stuff. But I am going to finish up my vampires first. And I'm not going to buy any more 40k stuff until all my 40k stuff's done. Unless they suddenly do like surprise Space Gaven or something. So right now for 40k, what I have some Tau. I've got some Tau. And I've got a little bit of Nurgle stuff. Like a couple of Plague Marines kind of thing. So they sell this thing called something. A guy I took to the store was excited. They had Langley Coolies. Oh, here they have it. It's beer apparently. I saw when he was in Wisconsin. He's really good though. No, increase your pound check. Yeah, I don't know what a Langley Coolies is. That I've never had. But yeah, so I'm not gonna pick up any more 40k stuff. So the 40k stuff I have is painted. Because I'm getting that Imperium magazine, so I'm going to be getting a ton. I'm going to be getting a ton of 40k stuff in that. So I don't really want to start any more 40k projects because that's coming. Switching over to Tau, yeah. So no. So I picked up last year's Tau Battle Force a couple of months ago. One of my husband's friends said he was kind of interested in maybe starting 40k. So I'm going to paint it up in case he wants to learn 40k. Because that's the army he's really, really interested in. So I'm going to paint them all up. I'm going to turn them into Space Otters. Because I've got otter bits coming for them. And to be honest, I'm probably actually going to paint them the way I paint my battle mechs for Battletech. So they're probably going to have like a camo. So they're probably going to be like some kind of camo color, all the troops and stuff. So I've got a bunch of it built up, but not all of it. But they're once I get them finished, then I can start looking at other 40k stuff. Unless they do something like release Space Cave-In or something like that, right? Like, if that happens, all bets are out the window. But I'm not going to pick up any more 40k stuff until that's done. Same thing with AOS stuff. I'm not planning on picking up any other AOS stuff until my vampires are done. So, got myself a couple goals. So I've got a little bit of AOS stuff just sort of laying around. I've got some ogres, and I have some Slanesh demons that I need to do. But I'm not going to do either of those until vampires are number 1. And then I have the Ossiarch Bone Reaper box, Battle Force from this year, and that's going to be a special. That whole box is going to be a special multi-day, multiple hour streaming event thing that I'm going to do for the release of Guild Wars 2. So the weekend before Guild Wars 2 expansion comes out, I'm going to sit down and paint that whole box to be like Jocko's Awakened Army from Guild Wars. That's what I'm going to do. So they're going to go. We're going to build them together, paint them, base them, everything is full done. 3 days. It's going to be the full big like 3-day streaming event. That's what I'm going to do with that Ossiarch Bone Reaper box. So that way I also don't have like some other army hanging over my head. It's going to be like wham bam done. And it'll be nice because it'll be for the hype of Age of Sigmar. So it'll be pretty cool. I'm sorry, not for the hype of Age of Sigmar, for the hype of Guild Wars 2. So it'll be pretty fun. It should be a really, really good time. It should be just a fun event to do. It's going to be like a multi-day, multi-hour streaming thing. Pretty much where I stop to eat and I stop to sleep. That's the plan. Alright, there's the front. So it should be a really good time. It'll be a little hard for me because I normally run out of energy a little bit, but I think I'm going to figure it out. It's going to be good. What was that? Jingle, jingle, jangle. That was... Amazon telling me that stuff that I don't want is on sale. Thanks, Amazon. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, does this guy need anything else? He needs some green touch-up. Let's do the green touch-up. All right. But yeah, so that's my plans. Mixed in there is going to be some Malifaux. So I've got some Malifaux stuff that I picked up in Maryland. Because Malifaux is like basically impossible to get out here in Hawaii. It's really annoying. But I'm really hyped for Malifaux. I really like a look of a lot of the minis. And the game looks like a fucking ton of fun. So really, really hyped for Malifaux. So I'm going to get those all painted up. They're my like non-Warhammer thing I got going on, and then a little bit of Star Wars Legion, right? That I've shown off recently. Mixed in there is also going to be some Battletech because Battletech's cool, and you know, got a couple little things mixed in there. I've got my dragon for my Stormcast. He's going to be a big project, but my goal is to not pick up any more stuff until until any more 40k stuff until my tower done. Did you direct order it, or did you have Armchair other reps order it? What it do you mean? Do you mean the Ossaric Bone Reaper Battle Force? Is that what you mean? Because I bought it from Other Realms because they just had it in. There we go. Alright, we're going to toss it off to the side. His green's all touched up. This guy is... he's ready for some words. There on the side there. So, what about you? Oh, we need to do your thing. Your thing is not ready at all. Alright, let's do it. What color is this guy's sign going to be? Great. Malifaux. Oh, when I went back to Maryland, there's a store called Third Eye Comics, and they sell Malifaux. They actually have a really big Malifaux section. It's the first time I got to see it in a store. I had picked up a little bit of stuff off Amazon before, but it's the first time. It's the first time I got to see it in a store. So I picked up some stuff there. My mom bought me some stuff. It's really cool. So I'm trying out that basing technique with the skewers that I've been showing off for the bear guy. And once I know that works, it's going to be like game on for Malifaux, man. I'm going to just run through, build everything, and start getting painted so I can try to get some games in of it and maybe make my husband learn to play it with me so I can try it out. I've got decks, I've got the rule books, I've got everything, I've got the app. Like I'm good to go for trying it out. I just gotta get my stuff painting, so I don't really want to play with unpainted stuff. Alright, that needs to dry. Alright. Let's get some black and we'll start writing on those signs. What should this one say? Food, I guess. We'll have like some like pseudo prices next to it, like little squigglies, like maybe it's really small text, right? And then we'll do the same down here. Maybe it's like a menu kind of thing. There we go. Food. No, I'm not painting it pink. Jesus. You'll never see pink text. Ever, ever, ever. It would be so hard to see as a user. Alright. What should this one say? This one's like a drink shop kind of thing, so. This one's like a bar, so. Should we just have it say bar, maybe? Like that, like kind of crooked like that, and we'll try to fancy up the letters on this one a little bit. Maybe it's like And we'll thicken them up a little bit like that. And we'll do like a squiggly line under it, like the guy was feeling creative that day, like whoosh, whoosh, like that. There we go. You know, it's a bar. H2O. Dude, this is the Underhive. They don't have H2O. The only time you get liquid in the Underhive is if you fucking lick a pipe. Alright, I cannot find a color I like this coffee cup, so we're gonna swap it to black. So I need to hit the tray the cups are sitting on. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's hit the tray they're sitting on. And that's what justifies expensive prices. True. Yeah. Getting clean water in the Underhive is like... I don't know, man. Damn near impossible. Like, the game wasn't super great, but the that first-person shooter game they had for Necromunda, it had a really, like, it really felt like Necromunda. Like, the world, like, when you were in between and stuff, like, it really looked like Necromunda. It was really cool. It's kind of a shame they tried to make it, like, a fast, like, shooter, like Doom. Because, honestly, like, if that game had been, like, really kind of slow-paced, like a stop and pop, really slow shooter, it would have been like a phenomenal game if it had been. Alright, let's touch up this white because it looks like it's dried. But yeah, that was a weird. That was a that game could, like, if it hadn't been like you gotta go fast and shoot fast and all this stuff, like, it would have been an awesome game. Like, you can actually see that they made the choice to, like, speed the game up later on because it actually broke some of the enemy animations. Like, if you watch the Ambot walk, it was very clear it was supposed to be like this slow, like, clong, 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 clong thing. So when they sped it up, it just looked ridiculous. Just drink Red Stripe all the time? Yes, 100%. I mean, they eat people. Corpse starch is an actual canon thing. What do humans drink in 40K? My understanding is, like, their primary water source is like a reused, like, gray water kind of thing. If you're in the Underhive, like, you don't have fresh water, you have like water that's trickled down from, like, the from, like, the vats and shit, like. So it's, like, all, to my understanding, like, all, like, waste runoff. Because, like, a lot of the Underhive and stuff, like, it's not really, like, all the Necromunda gangs and stuff, they're all connected to gangs up in, like, the proper hive. You know, where, like, all the manufactorums and all that kind of stuff are, right? Like, And my comprehension of like how it works is that like pretty much the higher you go, the better you are. Like if you can get all the way to the top, you're pretty much like in like a pleasure dome essentially, you know. And I think some of them even have shit like oceans and not oceans, like fake oceans and stuff, like up for the rich people, and all the poor people are like down fighting for scraps, just like normal. You know, it's sort of the injustice of the hive, if you would. Why so many people end up falling to chaos and all that stuff. You know, like chaos worshipper is probably just somebody that started out not wanting to have to work 7 days a week, you know? Or someone who actually wanted like family medical leave. You know? Or any kind of leave. Yeah, that's probably what they started out as. So like I played Doomsday Countdown with my nephew. I was trying to explain to my sister, I was like, hey, you have these cultists and, you know, they live in these horrible settings. You know, and they're trying to blow everything up because it's terrible and inhumane and horrible. And then the Space Marines are coming to try to stop them from blowing everything up. It's like, well, blowing everything up is bad, but so is the conditions they live in. So it's, you know, it's a really kind of fun, like, moral quandary of, like, what happens then, you know? These people are living and dying in filth and no one cares. No one's making any changes to give them better lives. You know, because the rich people are happy. You know. And they send in, you know, their stormtroopers basically to make sure everything stays in line, but you know, the people that are revolting are also like becoming literal fucking monsters and shit, and you're just like in this giant crazy catch-22 of like, you know, you need to improve things, but nobody has the resources to improve things because the rich people are happy and they're not giving up their resources, you know. Like, it's like this gigantic, horrible, like things get worse and worse and everyone's trying to maintain the status quo and it's just crazy. And that's why I like the lore of 40k, because it's really nice allegory. Right? Because it's like all the stuff that's happening in our real world, but dialed up to like 11. You know what I mean? Like you don't just have people like looting and breaking buildings and stuff. Like you have people trying to like blow up the world, you know? You know, people like becoming literal monsters, and then, you know, then you can have like a conversation about like, holy shit, you know, how did it get this way? You know, how do you fix it? You know? It's really cool. That kind of allegory is fun. That's one of the real strengths of 40k, is being able to do that. Like, have that conversation about these, like, kind of real issues, sort of in a space away from them, you know what I mean? It's really fun. Asked what the concept of pay raise meant. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I would like a raise. I've worked for you for 30 years and I've never gotten one. You know, it's like, eat your gruel. You know, Meanwhile, like, all the people at the fucking top are, like, having super meals flowing in from, like, God. You know? Exterminatus is the answer. Exterminatus is a answer. It is not a good answer. Alright. So, this guy's pretty much ready for washes now. So, we'll get him ready for washes. Gotta write something on the sign for this guy, and then he's pretty much ready to... Oh, I gotta hit those things there. Let's hit those. And then he'll be ready for washes too. The last guy's gonna have to dry for a while before he gets washes though. So he's probably not gonna get washes on the stream because of that. I'm gonna have to leave that orange to dry for a while. You know what? We'll let all this dry for a while before doing washes. I don't want the wash to reactivate any of this, to be honest. So, we'll do that. Let's touch up the sign a little. If they could have some more food, and then they get sent to the black ships. Yeah, pretty much. Like 40K is such a bureaucracy that if you do a good job, you get punished. If you do a bad job, you get punished. Right? You have to do a mediocre enough job to not get noticed, and then you can continue to eke out your, like, meaningless life. You know, because if you do too good of a job, you disrupt things. You know? And if you don't do your job, you disrupt things. Like, everything in 40K is designed to, like, keep this balance so that nothing ever changes and nothing ever progresses. Right? And there's all these systems in place to do that. And people have just done that without realizing it. Like, they can't make like the sacrifices and the changes they need to make today to make tomorrow better. You know? Because the people that could make sacrifices are just not. So, it's kind of fucked like that, and that's one of the funs of it. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of brushy on these so they get some shiny gold to them. You know, just like that. A little bit of, like, pseudo dry brushing there. It's a little brushy so they get a little shiny. Oh. Yep, so you got some shiny coins now. Pretty sweet. Alright. So yeah, so those are all pretty much painted. Let's do a look through and see if they're all painted, and if they are, we'll call them done. There we go. With the paint on my brush, might as well just hit it. Like that. Okay. So, here's the first guy. Updates all the Xeno stories instead of Imperium stories. I know, right? Here's the first guy we did with the coins. So, nice and grimy now because of the egg racks. But we still got some of the sparkle in the coins, which looks nice. See it sparkling there? Yeah, pretty good. So that's going to be like some kind of checkout counter. Then we've got this one here with the rifles. The grime should have really darkened down that silver a lot. Especially in the front there. Darkened it down. But you can still see the guns. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So the little pistol blends in a little more than I would like, but it's okay. It's okay. So we got both those done. This guy here, he's all ready for washes as well. He is, oh, I got an area I got to fix on the back here, so let's do that. Just had some paint run over, it looks like, when I did that, so we'll clean that up. Might as well. Just like that. There we go. His sign's all painted. as well. So he's all ready for washes. There he is. This guy, he needs some text on his sign, so we'll do that in a minute. Besides that, he's good to go as well. So a little bit of discoloration here in the back there, but it's okay, the washers will handle that. But yeah, he just needs some text on his sign, so we'll do that. This guy looking pretty good. This orange is going to need another coat though, unfortunately. Just because it doesn't cover very well, unfortunately. So he's got any other coat. We have to do the staples here in the back, so let's hit those. So we'll let the orange dry, and then I'll do another coat. Yeah, and it should be good. So what should this guy's sign say? This one doesn't have anything in it, right? So like this one, like I put the cups and the stuff. This one's got that, you know. This one doesn't have anything in it. So let's see. This one says food. This one says bar. This one. That one says bits. I kind of want to draw like a knob or like a pair of boobs or something across, make it a medical area. Medical area is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Alright, so we'll make it say... Make it say dock. And then we'll put make this one say repairs. A little hard to read there. And then we'll put you know, we'll put a little cross too. No, that did not work out at all. There we go. That one did not come out as medical area with boobs. That one did not come out as well as desired, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. I kind of wanted to do some stripes on this, some red stripes. I think it might be a little much if I do that. Fuck it. Being a little much is the name of my life. Alright, so let's see. We'll start one here. Like that. they're not going to be perfect. That's fine. We'll go back and clean them up a little bit afterwards, make them a little bit neater. But we need to get some kind of start down for them, so we have something to work off of. All right. Plus, I mean, it's the underhive. We don't really want it to be super neat anyway. There we go. All right. Now we can go back and tighten it up. Clean it up a little bit. All right, so that. Oh. And see, I'm trying to paint on the opposite side of the weirdities in my lines, because that will make them a little bit tighter, a little bit more straight, right? So we don't want them to be perfect, because I mean, it's, let's be real, it's in the underhive. Anything they make down here is not going to be perfect. Plus, it's sort of like a wavy canopy, so if it was perfectly straight lines, it would, you know, it would be wrong. So, plus I'm a bad painter, so you know that definitely hurts it as well. Yep. I'd like this stripe to go over the bar, but it means it's gonna be really big. Oh well. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see, I need to send this one like that. And we can do this like that. Extend it out a little bit. Extend it here as well. Same thing here. Just like that. There we go. All right. Let's do one last little stripe here, just so we don't have that big, just pure color area there. There we go. All right. So just add a little bit of personality to it. It's not perfect, but it should make the background a little more interesting now. Having those stripes on there. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's pretty much all my Necromunda terrain painted, minus the other coats this needs. It probably needs like one more coat, and then it's good to go. And then this thing, I need to figure out what the fuck I want to do with that. I might just call it done, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much all the terrain painted. I mean, these look nice. They're gonna get top coated next time I top coat something, and then they can go in the trade box. Do we want to do? Let's do that. Let's do the last brown coat, and then we will call it. Then we will call it. I think I've been streaming for a long time today. Actually, don't know. Next time I go to paint this, I'm definitely going to put it over, like I'm going to do a really opaque, I'm going to do a really opaque color first, and then I will put it on after that. Like it's going to be like I don't know. I'll put it over like a really bright like pink or something, and it should really really pop then, and go on a lot easier than it is now. So a little bit of the variation in the color is fine, especially considering what a heavy wash I'm going to do to it. But things like that, that's not fine. That needs to be normalized a little bit more than that. The wash is not going to handle that. So yeah, I might repaint that dock sign. Not a big fan of it. Did not do a very good job on that. My eyes keep glancing over to it and I'm like, man, I did not do a super good job on that. Yeah, I'm probably going to repaint that. But yeah, so lots of projects. Lots of projects. I got some Legion, I got some Malifaux, I got my dragons, I got my Vampire Army, got some Tau for 40k. Lots and lots and lots of projects. Later in the year, I might do Maggot Ken, or I might do Slaves to Darkness. What I could do is I could do like a Slaves to Darkness army, and then as like a base, and then flavor it for each one of the gods. So like I do like some base like Black Legion kind of guys, and then I can just take them in any of the god armies. That would be kind of cool. It's not a bad idea, to be honest. Just do like one start collecting box of Black Legion, and then like every army I wanted, like every like Chaos army could take them then. It's actually a pretty good idea. Could really do the same with Beasts of Chaos, but honestly, themed Beasts of Chaos would probably be really cool. Same thing with themed Black Legion. Or themed Chaos Warriors. Would probably be really cool. I don't know. We'll think about it and figure it out. It's all projects for the future. Right now I've got more than enough projects. I got Tau to finish 40k, and I've got my vampires to finish for AOS. All right. That's going to need a while to dry. Cleaning those areas up while I see them. Alright, so this is going to take a while to dry, so we're not going to be able to do washes on it. But, yeah, so all the other Necrotramunda terrain, we got it all painted on stream today, which is awesome. It's one thing off my desk. Feels good, man. Feels good. And then this stuff, it got washes and all last time, so yeah, it'll all end up looking like that. Nice and dirty. Awesome for being in the background. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it there because I'm really fucking hungry. We also went through all of my vampires so we know what's broken so I can start working on them again. Get those fixed up, and then started working on my Morkonaut base, which needs to finish drying and I need to get some more glue for. But yeah, thank you for tolerating this super weird stream of let's just do random hobby stuff together, you know? Thank you for tolerating that. And I highly recommend that you guys also go ahead and work on your like hobby debt. Hello, Skepticos. Thank you for the kind words. But I highly encourage you to go ahead and work on your hobby debt as well. And just get those weird little bits and bobs off your desk. That's all I was trying to do today. So I'm going to keep working on that. But I got to go get me some lunch. Because it is apparently lunchtime. Apparently I've been streaming for 2 hours. It did not feel like it today. Just working on bits and bobs. But I gotta go get me some lunch because I'm starving. 1001 questions. No, you're good, dude. It's awesome when folks talk. I'm always about that. But thank you guys for